For coordinate, you're gonna need, basically, you don't even really need it, but a dumbbell that you're just gonna set up and you're gonna use it as like a tap or like a reference. So you really don't need anything other than a mat or a soft surface. You can envision our first exercise without getting the dumbbell that you can use for it too. But if you have a dumbbell close by, absolutely. You're just gonna prop it up and it's gonna be right at the middle if you were to place your hands right at shoulder width, and we're gonna step into a high plank or modify down on your knees. But when you're in that high plank, without shifting your weight too much, you're just gonna tap and tap. So again, if you don't have that dumbbell, or if you're worried about it falling if you do tap it, then just hold and tap. Basically just raise your arms up and send those elbows off out to the side. And then our next one, we've got a sit up where you're gonna bring your right knee in and your left arm is going to reach out, and then vice versa. So if you're all the way flat, we're here for our sit up. So my right knee comes in, my left arm goes out. And then opposite, okay? So kind of like a little runner stance into that sit up. And then our next one, we've got our V-ups, which, not gonna lie, it was nice being pregnant and not having to do these, but here I am doing them with you. Arms over back behind your head, leg extended straight. Bring everything up simultaneously into that V modification. Keep your knees bent. And you just come up halfway into a crunch modification. And then our last one, we go back into our high plank position. And this one's a lot kind of like if you were to roll out, but only your arms are gonna move. So you're in that high plank and you're gonna slowly get your arms farther away from your body and then bring them back into that high plank position, okay? So high plank with that tap. If you wanna use a dumbbell, you definitely can. Otherwise, again, you don't have to. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Up and tap. And just send that elbow off to the side. The dumbbells we have here are a little rounded, so I really don't feel like dropping a dumbbell on my fingers. If you have flat dumbbells at home, those shouldn't cause you any issues. But if they have a little bevel shape, then definitely use this option instead. 3, 2, 1. All right, onto our sit-up. One knee in, opposite arm punches or reaches out, and then alternate arms and legs. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Working our obliques and every aspect of our abdominals with this one. Three, 2, 1. Very good. All right, V-ups. Lay it back. Enjoy this break. Remember, modify, arms are still overhead, but your knees are bent and you're just crunching in. Otherwise, we're all fully extended. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Your goal is to allow your arms and your legs to meet in the middle and then touch the ground at the same time when you go back into this full prone position. And time. Onto our high plank walk out. So basically walk those arms far away from you as far as you can without face planting, and then walk them back. You can also modify this on the knees. Ready, set, go. Walk yourself all the way out and then walk yourself back. This is a modification for that core. If you have it at home, it's got the wheel and the handles and you roll out and then bring yourself back. That's essentially what you're doing. You're just walking your hands out in that plank position. And time. Back to our high plank. Alternate dumbbell tap or your imaginary dumbbell. Round 2, we're up to 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. If you ever need a break, drop your knees, push into child's pose, and then get right back into it. And try not to swivel open. Don't open those hips up and do a side plank. Really get set up, distribute that weight, and then bring that hand up to the top of that dumbbell or imaginary dumbbell. And time. Sit up with that right knee coming in, left arm reaching or punching, and then alternate. Three, two, one, begin. Bring that knee right to the center. Keep it in line with that side of your body. Basically, don't make it an oblique. Don't twist for me. Keep everything right in line with your shoulders and with your hips. It's like your opposite hand is reaching to meet exactly where your foot is of that opposite foot. Three, two, one. Full body stretch before those V-ups. Say a little prayer. Take a break when you need it. 45 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Begin. You might be asking, Ellie, if you don't like these, why do you make us do them? Because they're good for us, just like your fruits and veggies. I didn't like broccoli when I was little either, but I'm still alive. They didn't kill me. These won't kill me. You're doing great. You have 10 seconds left. Hoofda. 3, 2, 1. High plank. Walk out with those hands. If you felt your hips and your feet kind of moving as you were walking, that's okay. It's our other plank exercise. We don't want to swivel open too much, okay? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You don't have to push yourself too far. If you only take 3 walks forward, that's okay. Don't worry too much about your hips if they feel like they're elevated too high. Just get set back into that position when you walk back. Kind of like a little mini reset every single time. We're gonna go through all of these again, 30 seconds each. 3, 2, 1. High plank, dumbbell tap. Child's pose if you need it before we get back into it. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Take your time. Get your body set up in that tripod position with that one hand and those 2 feet. And then bring that arm all the way up even higher. 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. Set up with that knee in, opposite arm reach. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Make sure you're alternating sides. Don't only do one side for this. Start thinking about which one of these 4 you want to do next round. When you have a whole minute. 3, 2, One quick full body stretch before those V-ups. We go in 5, 3, 2, 1, begin. Five seconds left. And time. High plank walkout. After this one, you've only got 15 seconds to decide which one you're doing for that minute. 3, 2, 1. Walk those hands out. Again, nice little movements. Don't reach that arm from here all the way to here in that first one. Little baby steps. Three, 2, 1. All right, quickly. High plank, tap, sit up, right knee in, left arm punch, and vice versa. V-ups, high plank arms, walk out only. Those are your choices. Our minute starts now. Remember, round 4, if you don't like any of the options, you have the option to just hold a plank, either low, down to the forearms, or up high. If you wanted a little arm workout with your core, you picked one of the 2 plank variations we're doing today. If you wanted full abdominals, you picked those V-ups. And if you wanted abdominals with those obliques, you picked the knee in with the reach. Almost done. A minute's a long time, but you got just 10 seconds left. Push through it with me. And then full body stretch or child's pose, depending on which one you did. Ready, set, time. Awesome job. Thank you for joining me.